saying I was stealing the money, I was scamming, wasn't going to be no school. Make sure y'all are in. I am proud to report to all my African family around the world, because this is a Pan-African school, a Pan-African mission. And this school came together by all members of the African family around the world. So Africa is celebrating with us. The Caribbean is celebrating with us. Our European African brothers and sisters, the ones in Asia, in Australia, Canada, and the South Pacific, my Brazilian Africans, my Honduran Africans, we got Cuban Africans and Rican Africans who are celebrating with us. We did it, brothers and sisters. They finished the HVAC today. We did it, brothers and sisters. We did it, brothers and sisters. Electric is done. HVAC is done. Plumbing is done. Sprinklers is done. Fire is done. Burglar is done. All systems are done.
I got some news today, and I jumped right on it. Dr. Umar's school is being auctioned off in Delaware.
Umar Johnson is a bona fide clown and the butt of all the jokes. We know for the last couple of weeks now, Umar Johnson, well, the last year or so, Umar Johnson has been under fire. We know the situation with his daughter came out. She started exposing him as a horrible father. He was already having problems with the school where people was calling him out, asking, where's the school? What's taking so long? You done had all these different dates and you still haven't come through, right? Some people was even saying, yo, he looked funny style. He looked like he might be on some type of controlled substance or something like that, right? People was questioning a lot of things about Umar Johnson, right? So now things have hit the fan where he's lying. Well, he's allegedly lying, saying that his accounts have been frozen and he can't get the money out, right, to pay for all these back bills that he has in both of the schools. It's accounting for almost $70,000, right? So he come up with the lie and the excuse saying that his account is frozen, so that way he can turn around and ask you for the money to pay for this back bills, because he don't have the money, right? He's playing games. But now the black community is being made fun of, right? Our communities are already made fun of by these other immigrant groups that come here to open up shop in our communities. They often ask, well, damn, what's up with the black man and the black woman of America? How do we just come into their communities and just open up shop? They don't know our story and know our history, but these are still legitimate questions that they're asking. I don't even speak English that good. I come into the black community and I make over $1 million and fund my American dream off the American dollar. They've been saying this for years. The Korean, the Chinese, the Indian, right? The Bangladesh, all these different groups. But now the W man, he's jumped in on the conversation of the black community, calling Umar Johnson out. And he's having a ball. He's making fun of Umar Johnson. He's making fun of the black community by talking like this.
Got some news today, and I jumped right on it. Dr. Umar's school is being auctioned off in Delaware. Yeah, and we're gonna buy it. We already saw the pictures. It's gonna take us, we're gonna have to go over there. It's gonna take us a couple weekends to get the electrical and the floor done. But yeah, me and a couple Mexicans are gonna knock it out in about a month. The paperwork's a little longer. We're gonna name it Whipper University, whites only.
Now, see, this is the stuff that I've been talking about for years, because we spend a lot of time online and we say we got to get these tethers straight and all this, that, and the third. But I've been online since 2009 and really taking it seriously since 2015 with my channels. And way before we was calling ourselves FBA and all these different names, I've been talking about the black community. I got hundreds of videos outside in West Philly, Southwest Philly, North Philly, as talking about how we don't own the community, how we don't own the stores, we don't own the houses, we don't own basically nothing within the community. We don't control the zoning laws and all the things that we should control within the municipalities that we pay taxes in. I've been calling this stuff out, right? So yeah, while we calling out the tethers, we need to really get more diligent on controlling the communities that we live in. That's real FBA lineage talk. That's what we really need to be doing, because we've been gentrified out of the communities that our lineage created for us, right? That fought for us, right? So this guy, he's mocking us and saying he's going to name it Whipper University and whites only. And the reason why, and say he's going to get some Mexicans to hook it up. And the reason why he's doing that, he's making fun of saying that we're basically inept and we're not able to really get things done the way we. So now a white guy's going to come in, a W guy's going to come in, buy it up right in front of our faces in our communities and show us how it's supposed to be done because we're incapable. That's what he's saying in his trolling, right? That's what he's saying in his trolling. And these are racist tropes and things that they've been saying about us for years. We are incapable of doing things on our own without them being somewhere in charge or somewhere in the room. These are all the racist things that they've said about us over time, right? So now this Umar thing where we gave him all this money, we supported him, and it's been nothing. So now we're disgruntled before the world and everybody sees it. Y'all remember when Tariq Nasheed was saying this, right?
Ain't no school happening. It don't take 3 years school and you got what damn near hell-less. It don't take that long to get a school. There's a million things you could have done to get a school. This nigga's been coming up with every excuse on the planet. Well, my bank, what happened, the crap trying to get my bank and they're trying to put liens on me because that's what they do. They try to see what I'm doing for the boys.
Brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal.
Ain't no school, man.
So that's Tariq Nasheed, right, going in. But think about it, right? Being pro-black, I'm pro-black, I'm B1, right? I practice certain forms of Pan-Africanism, but not as much as I used to because I understand that nobody other groups practice Pan-Africanism but us. Nobody practice Pan-Africanism but us, right? But the thing is with like somebody like a Tariq Nasheed, a lot of people claim that they don't like Tariq Nasheed, but why? Tariq Nasheed collected money from people. He did the Hidden Color series when he collected money. He did the Haitian 1804. He did the buck breaking. He did he got the museum. He did all those things where when he collected money, he came through. He followed through. My question is, if everybody claimed to be B1, Pan-African, all these different things, how come Umar should have been at the school then? A lot of people ain't practicing that Pan-African. You don't like Tariq Nasheed because Tariq Nasheed delivers on what he says he's going to do, and he has an audience that's willing to give him the money, right? And then he goes and get it done, right? But a lot of y'all loved Umar Johnson, but he produces nothing. Nothing. All he did was come on here and say that the black woman is God, and he just like a Baptist preacher. He catered to the black woman, but produced nothing. But this W man, he wasn't finished trolling the black community. He doubled and tripled down by saying this.
We are buying Dr. Umar Johnson's former school that he was going to turn into an academy. Over 10 years ago, and he raised $1.2 million. He bought the building for $400,000, and I'm going to buy it for $300,000 because of all the back stuff and the neglect. It's actually worth a lot less than that. We're going to lowball him a little more. After that, we're going to knock that thing clear to the ground and just kind of make a mountain out of the rubble itself. We're going to throw dirt over that rubble, and then on top, we're going to get a black sculptor that's down on his luck, and he's going to create a massive toilet. And we're going to pay him. We're going to pay him good, and we're going to pay him cash. But he's going to sculpt a big, huge toilet. And then I'm going to have a bunch of Mexicans take a shit in the toilet for diversity. And that's what's going to sit there. And it's just kind of a symbol, you know, to where all you dumbass people put in $1.2 billion.
And before I proceed, let me address this. Umar Johnson is not a tether. Umar Johnson is FBA just like us. His father, Brother Jamil, his mother, no, Umar Johnson is FBA. He's not a tether. So stop saying he's Cuban or he's a tether or he's this. He's not. He belongs to our group. He belongs to our lineage, unfortunately. And this is the thing. This is the hard truth that a lot of people don't like to accept. But Umar Johnson is holding the mirror up to and a direct reflection of what a lot of our communities look like, right? Do we have black businesses? Yes, but not to the magnitude that is actually building our communities, right? We graduate kids every year from HBCUs. It doesn't, that talent doesn't matriculate back into black Detroit, black Cleveland, right? Black Cincinnati, black Philadelphia, black Baltimore, black Newark, black Brooklyn, right? I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Houston, all these places where we have large percentages of black people, black Memphis. We don't see that talent in the last 50 years matriculating back into the community where we can have our own. What I do see is I can see a Chinatown, right? I can see Mexicans moving in now, building communities, whole communities amongst themselves where the dollar is circulating within their communities. And we're the ones shopping in those places too, because we don't have our own. We have businesses, but they're spread out throughout the city. But in a city like Philadelphia, one of the blackest cities in America, there is no there's black communities, but there's no part of the community where we own everything there, like other groups, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black businesses all around, and that dollar is circulating, right? Now we have reasons for why, but if we can articulate those reasons, then it's incumbent upon us to do it, because we ain't got no friends and ain't nobody coming to save us, right? So when we see this kind of stuff, Umar Johnson is a reflection of the black ministers and all of these charlatans that's been in the community for years, because the bar and the expectations in the black community is very, very low. And when you are a person that think outside of the box or have a high bar or high expectation for yourself, you actually leave the community. And we say this all the time. I'm not putting nothing there so they can tear my stuff up. I'm not staying in the community amongst them in words. That's what we say about ourselves. And other groups come in and say, oh, you don't want that building? You don't want to live there? I'll buy it. You don't want them houses? Oh, I know in 10 years what's worth $20,000 going to be worth $2 million. I'll buy it. Oh, you stupid N-words don't want this? I'll take it. That's the mentality that goes on in the communities that we come from. You cannot like it, but it's the goddamn truth. It's the truth. And I've been doing this content for years. I had to come over here and do the celebrity junk because this is where your attention is. And I'll get maybe 50,000 people will see the video, as opposed to staying in the B1 Pro Black space where y'all say y'all B1 Pro Black, but you don't support that kind of content. But it's the truth. I live in one of the blackest cities in America and probably one of the richest cities in America for black history. Philadelphia. When we ran from the South, we came here, you was free. The cities of James Fortin and all the original black folks at the beginning that came from wealth. The first place of gentrification, 6 and Lombard, the AMB Church. I'm here. In Philadelphia, you can have uppity rich blacks and very poor blacks, and neither group give a damn about each other. And it's the truth. And Umar Johnson is a direct reflection of all of that. Umar Johnson is direct. This is why he can come and tell you some things that make you feel good, right? But produce nothing. And a lot of you out there will still support him. Because all you want to do is to be made feel good. You done already checked out of expectations. Expectations, what's that? Expectations. Y'all already done checked out of that, because if you had high expectations, he would have never been able to get this far. A lot of those black ministers would never be able to get this far. We wouldn't be getting gentrified out of our communities. The W man, yeah, he control the system, but he ain't God or the devil. He don't have supernatural powers. At some point, when do we get sick and tired of being sick and tired and say no more? When do we do that? You know you have a choice, right? Right. So again, Umar Johnson ain't doing nothing but holding the mirror up to our failures within the communities that we come from, whether you like it or not. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.